Hello, welcome to February's vlog, in case I have not actually said that in any clip that may or may not have come before this. And this will just get moved to the beginning. Alright, so finished Belladonna. First one I guess to talk about in this vlog. The other ones I finished, yeah. I don't particularly get it. I think I bumped the camera, my bad. Can't even blame it on the cat, she's sleeping. I ended up giving this a 3 stars. Just after finishing it and thinking about it, the logic things that didn't work, like what it said at the beginning is she was a baby, like, you know, that she drank her mother's poisoned milk or whatever, but her mother was poisoned at the party. This is in the first chapter. I don't care about that, spoiler, whatever. Her mother and all the party guests were poisoned by the champagne or whatever. So it's supposed to be a fast-acting poison, so how could she have drank poisoned milk unless it had been actually a slow poisoning? Then how did everybody else at the party drop dead? And I noticed that one of the other reviews on Goodreads mentioned that, you know, it's possibly grooming since death has been like involved with her whole life. And maybe, I don't know, maybe with that, I think he was just more so fascinated, but he slowly fell in love with her and he was just looking out for her. I don't know. I just don't get why everybody loved it. It could have ended 20 pages sooner because, yeah, it was done and then they just kept it going and then they set it up for the next book. But realistically, it just could have ended and that could have been at the beginning of the next book and be like, woohoo. A lot of books start like that. Like, you know, this is what happened and here's the this and this is what this book's going to focus on. But it didn't. So, yeah, there was some logic gaps. Signal was an okay character, but I didn't really like most of it, and things slightly, it just wasn't for me. So, there's that. And then I've been re-listening to all of the ACOTAR series. I'm on book 3 now, A Court of Mist and Fury. Yeah, I think that's book 3. I just got the urge this past weekend, so I started listening to them again. I don't know why. Maybe I'll make it all the way through the series in February. I still have stuff, though, to read. Like I might, nope, I'm reading an arc, I don't know. My boxes, though, and my books coming in have not been going well. I don't know why. My book, I ordered The Keeper 6 from Barnes & Noble. And for some reason, it shipped to Atlanta, which would be the closest, you know, stopping point. But then it went to North Carolina or South Carolina instead of towards my state, which is literally only 2 hours from Atlanta. So it was supposed to be here Monday, and now it is Thursday. And it's come from North Carolina, and so it says it's out for delivery. We'll see. And my unplugged box. Both of these things were supposed to be delivered this week, and they aren't going well. The last time my unplugged box was updated was the 11th or the 12th in Washington State. Other side of the country. It was supposed to be delivered today, according to the first thing, but it hasn't updated since then. So I don't know. I'm kind of irritated, but I know it's not either of the company's faults. If my book's damaged, though, from Barnes & Noble's, I'm just going to email them and tell them and show them where it went and probably take it to the closest one this weekend. Well, we might be going up there anyway. Oh well, fun update, I know. Otherwise this week, this month's reading has been going kind of better. Mostly, I guess, because the ACOTAR reread. That's kind of fun. And the Harry Potter reread that I'm doing with my son. We're doing like 2 books this month, surprisingly. We read book 3, which was my favorite, and now we're reading book 4. Yeah, so I have a lot of books going on at once. I'm reading the arc to the Bone Wars. I might have made it to page 50. It's not going great. It's so info-dumpy at the beginning. And I don't like the main character. The way she was written, I get she's supposed to be a teenager, but the way it was written, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I gotta at least get, you know, page 100. There's only 218 pages. So I can at least get halfway through before I'm like, no. Or maybe it'll get better. I mean, they just found a really cool dinosaur bone, so we'll see. We'll see.
I'm playing with keys.
Where are we?
The animal shelter.
So you're helping volunteer today?
Yeah. Why?
Well, my book mail finally came in. The Keeper 6 that I said, well, I don't think I said it was that one, but the one that went to North Carolina. instead of like in my direction, so it came days late. So let's see how the package came out, and I'll open the other one too. Bad. I'm only slightly nervous that it's damaged. It is definitely smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Look at it! It's so tiny! Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. I do wonder at the price tag, knowing that it's tiny. I know it's a hardback, but it's so tiny. Let's see, how long is this book? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's 196 pages. I feel like I'm holding a baby book. But it is very pretty, and I definitely want to read it, and because it sounds so cool. So I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it next though, because I think something else is on the list to be next. And the other book I ordered because I want to be able to get to the next one in the series. That was loud. Oh my gosh. I give up. Okay, oh my god, I give up. The next one is King Solomon's Curse by Enid McDermott. This is the 14th one in the series, but why? It was bad enough when we go from normal paperback size to this easier reading size. So my books are already different size. The whole series is in different sizes. And I had to order this because I can't find it at the store near here anymore. My whole series is in different sizes. I'm so unhappy. And I really like this series. It's an adventure series, and each thing is looking at like different myths and things, because like it says King Solomon's Curse and the Valhalla prophecy. So I like that. I like that she's an archaeologist who digs into like myths and legends and finds like the truth about them. So you know, it's totally fiction and stuff, but I love it. I love it. And they're all different sizes. Why, publishers? Why? I mean, I like this size on its own. This is definitely a nicer size than this. This is supposed to be, doesn't hurt your hand, but I hate reading this. Okay, well at least this one though is not damaged, as I was afraid it was going to be damaged. I just got done filming though, my first kind of recommendation video, and I'm very nervous. I'm afraid that I messed it up. I'm very afraid that I messed it up. But hopefully you guys liked it. I don't know, I'm going to try to do better and try to actually do my own recommendation video, not where I compare like what other people recommended. But I just feel so unqualified to do that. I don't know. Okay, so that's all for now. We'll update later. But the kids are probably going to wake up soon because it is a school not day teacher in service. Yay. Last update of the vlog. This book was super surprising and so sweet. And as it says, it's a story of portals, dragon kings, surprising literature, and one furious mom. Because Esther is the star of the story, it is all about her and her quest to save her son, but it becomes not just her son, but her family in general. Because as when she is offered the chance as her and her hex, which hex is a traveling party. I did a horrible describing of that earlier. The traveling party of 6 people, because they are like points of a hexagon, and each one has a different responsibility and a different power going into it. Esther is the light, which means she can literally summon a light to banish the things of the beyond because they are all super light averse for reasons that are, and also with her light she can like do a little shield around them, which is cool. It just but the hex has been banned from going into the beyond because of events that took place a year prior, where it really shows Esther's character as even knowing the consequences kind of with, she didn't really believe that the consequences would happen though, because she's like, we did a good thing. Even though we broke one of the laws, it was for the greater good. They backed out of a contract pretty much. They said they would transport something, but it was for companies doing illegal things, and they gathered evidence and proved that they were doing illegal things. So when they backed out, you know, they were backing out of doing something illegal, and they were still punished. So, you know, Esther is a really good person and really believes in rights for humanoid creatures, because they're like sentient creatures of all forms. You see lots of fantasy creatures. But when they travel through the beyond to find her son and confront the Dragon Lord that, you know, they come across there, he sets forth the task for them that she'll be able to, you know, get her son back. However, the task would involve putting a newer member of her family, motorcycles, at risk, and, you know, her son would, you know, be very hurt from it as well. So yeah, she tries to work her way around that. She never agrees to do that. It's just a very beautiful story. A very beautiful story of a mom who is willing to do almost whatever it takes, play everybody against each other to get to the end, to save her whole family, not just her son, but his partner as well. And it's just, and what she fights for with the equality of all sentient beings is believing that everybody deserves, you know, the common decency and the ability to control their own lives, not be trafficked, which that could be kind of a thing if you are sensitive to things like that. It does not go into details, really. It just brings up the fact of the travel, and one of the major things between realms would be in the flesh market, about where they travel, they do, what's the word I'm thinking of? The different realms barter and trade intelligent species for collections or breeding purposes. What Earth is known for, though, why we are even at the table with all of these realms that have been around and know so much and that go on vacations to these realms, they like us because we're the only one with parrots. So we are the parrot traders. That was super cool. So Portal Fantasy, which I really wasn't expecting. I didn't think it was taking place on Earth at all. And some magical realism, beautiful family values and stuff. Yes, it's just beautiful. I liked it. It was a little dry. At some points, it might just be the way she writes. It's just, I would find myself, I loved the story and I liked the characters and I liked where we're going and the things we were seeing, but I would find myself not connecting at parts of it as things were happening, just maybe in their travels, and we were just getting descriptions of things. It wasn't too descriptive. I don't know why. I don't know why, but parts of it just was not clicking as well. But it is very short, and so I highly recommend this one as one to check out if you want just an escape for a day or so, because it's short. And you'll end back on Earth. You start on Earth, you end on Earth. That's perfect. This is perfect. I loved it so much. But with this book, I officially finished my February TBR, so we should probably wrap this video vlog up. I will probably get to a few more, maybe. I at least finish the 2 audiobooks I'm listening to now, because I'm rereading it, and my son's reading it for the first time. So I try to slow myself down, because I was almost done with it, and he's still at the middle. So I'm also reading the ACOTAR. I'm in A Court of Mist and Fury, right? It went away. I don't know. I feel like hairs are on my eyes. So I finished that. I'm going to go into A Court of Silver Flames. I know it. It might be March when it happens, but I went through this whole reread, so I'm just going to continue. I am, regardless of all the March stuff that will be happening. That's just going to happen, and it's probably going to put me behind or something from the start of the month. But that's okay. Whatever else I managed to read though here in these last few days of the month, I'll include in my February wrap up, but I should probably wrap up this vlog. At least though. I've done one a month, right? And we will try to get better about the vlogs. We will try to actually show things. Like I went to a bookstore and I recorded nothing. I don't know. Oh well. But I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend and finding something awesome to read today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. So for February, this is all I got done between my physical books and children. But you know, some progress, right? Some progress.